So every adventure starts with Peanut. And since it's officially adventure season around here, we got to start with Peanut. So let's give Peanut some love and attention so we can get on the road. Peanut, nuts Pete. Well, cooling down here finally. Good. I like the warm. Don't get me wrong. I grew up in Colorado, Wyoming, where you're always cold. Even if you're not cold, it's cold out, and so I enjoy the heat. But it is hot here, and yeah. So the cooling, we got a nice rain situation going on. Yeah, it feels good. I like wearing long shirts. Anywho's, um, so I'm gonna start doing some adventures, and I got to get everything ready for adventures. I never know what I'm gonna take or where I'm going. So a while back, somebody hit my orange car, and nothing crazy. It was just someone. It was early morning. We were commuting, and I'm sitting over here, and he wants over, and we both step on our brakes, but he still nudges me. It didn't even break the headlight. Nothing big, but I'm gonna get it fixed, so it's out of commission for a little while, and that means Peanut has got to put up, you know, got to put up the duty. And so now, there's some things that I've been neglecting on Peanut. There's a heat shield for the exhaust that's fallen down and rattles, and I think it's funny, so I've been leaving it. We'll fix that. And I'm going to replace the oxygen sensors because I want to. They were on sale. They're a couple 100,000 miles old. The top one looks like it's kind of hard to get to, so I think that's kind of fun. So, um, it'll give me something to do, and I like to do it. So let's do those, and then so here's something too. Is the Peanut sounds like when you got I don't know if everyone will know this, but like a 6.0 Chevy pickup, like the early 2000s, when you put like a MagnaFlow muffler on there, it would drone inside the cab like crazy, right? And that's what Peanut sounds like, and it just drones and drones. And I replaced, it's this exhaust drone, and I replaced the flex pipe. Didn't change anything. I've done the whole cigarette, I use an old cigarette to fill the thing up full of smoke, see where it comes out. There's no leaks, so I'm looking for a manifold. And so I got to thinking, I was like, well, let's call somebody who I know who loves these things and just see what he thinks. Why am I, it's kind of like the thing with the Excelsior Hendersons. Somebody's already figured it out. Let's start from, instead of figuring out what they've already figured out, let's start, right? So I called him, and he said the passenger side motor mount goes out and it causes that drone. And I was, the more I thought about it, the more it sounded right to me, because there is a vibration. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. So we're also going to replace that motor mount and get Peanut ready for some adventure, because the first adventure is going to be Peanut. And I think you guys will like that, because the outcome of that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm just checking in, and let's get ready for some adventure. Start with Peanut. Yeah. Working on things. That's what I do sometimes. So I removed the battery in the tray already, so I can get to the plugs. I've got to still hunt down the plug for the bottom one. Let's do the bottom one oxygen sensor first, because it's easier. And then we'll work our way to the top one, which we got to remove the heat shield, which might be fun. I don't know. Let's find out. On the bottom. bottom one up. Must be those right there. Where? Get on there. Get on there. It's a push or a pull or... Looks like a push. Okay, there's a push. Okay. That bottom one has been unplugged. Go down there and remove it. We need it's a 22 millimeter. Okay. We're going up there, y'all. All right, let's compare old to new. I just ended up cutting it off and putting the wrench over there, and it just pissed me off. But I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can get a better. Here, come in here. Okay. Yeah, it's got like some crusties, nothing too cray. That big one's kind of funny, but yeah, nothing too cray. You know. Turn to the nude one here. So let's get a better shot here. Come in here. Yep. Get that new one in. For this one, we got to go through the back here. So, you know what I need to buy? I need to buy a magnetic work light. You know that? That's what I need. Even with an extension cord, it's just in the way. Ugh. Okay. I think this one here, I loosened this up just to get it out of the way. Let's see what else we gotta do to try to get this piece of shit off. Let's one back here. Let's see, let's get that one. What was my Roncha 5/16 or 8 millimeter? I have an 8 millimeter socket wrench, ratcheting wrench, I guess. I don't know. Obviously, there's one over there. Because why not? Let's see, where's this one? I wonder. I wonder. Fucking why. You know what though? I think I do have one. I think I have those ones that Harbor Freight just gives away all the time. Little like oval ones. Batteries might be a little low on it, but look at you almost being useful. Might have to just get rid of this fucking thing, huh? This side. Good. Okay, we get the full tool. And it's sprayed in the face with gas, huh? Yeah. Yep, that's what I want. Okay. Even smaller. Okay. I'm a little late here. There. Oh, is that one bigger for some reason? Okay. Whatever. I got, hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to show you what's up, but it is now the next morning because shit got weird. And that top one was a bear. So I ended up taking the heat shield, trying to get it off there, and just ripping it off to the side here so I can get in there. And I ripped it off and I could get there, and I started loosening it, and then it was getting tight again and it was hating it. So I sprayed some knocker loose on it, let it sit overnight, came out this morning and just kind of kept walking it. And then finally it came loose and everything went easy peasy. So that upper one was a big pain in the ass, which I was, we had some fun with, which was good. But I had to remove all of this shit up here, had to take down, all the fuels, evaporator stuff, just to get everything out of there. But now we're doing the engine mount. So, which I'm excited about. And this, this has a lot of easy play in it. So, and this isn't right. And I'll show you what I mean in a sec here. But apparently what I've learned is these focuses are pretty notorious for these things going out. And then you get that vibration. And it's not too hard of a change. A little spendy, but so what you could do is you could get just the insert. And when you get the insert, you have to bend the tabs in. So this one has definitely been done before, because you can see where someone, bent the tabs in with the aftermarket thing. And this is aftermarket as well. So I'll go show you what the other one looks like. So here we got the Ford number, but it's got this bracket, and this bolt was in there, but it hadn't been moved in a while. So it had this extra bracket, and it's a bit sturdier. Let me go get the thing to compare. But if you compare, it's kind of hard to compare, but if you see the brace there, even the brace is thicker on the factory one. The brace walls there, real thin on this one, real thick. So, made a little better. Doesn't mean they are better, because apparently they go out, but maybe that's what this thing does, and maybe that's what they've, fixed it up for. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so the heat shield, yeah, we just removed all of this. There's just the two bolts that hold it on, one on each side, and then just some snaps. So it came off real easy. There's 5 total bolts, 2 up top, 3 around the bottom, and I just mangled it. But it's thin, and you can bend it back into shape pretty good. So I also removed this so I didn't break it. And then I have the engine hoist hooked up here. I'm sure you can go underneath and do it too, but it's just easier, for me to stay up top. Yeah, so see the new wire running out the back there, connected well. And yeah, so we're gonna get this back on. We're gonna get this engine mount back on, and then we're gonna put the battery back in. And we've got to go fix the heat shield underneath. So we're gonna have to run to the store and get some washers, but that's in a minute. Let's finish this up. Not too tight, and we'll lower it, and then we'll finish tightening it down. While I have it up in the air, I did the top ones there, those 2 top bolts. I'm gonna make sure it's tight to the engine, then I'm gonna let it down on the frame, tighten that up. I'm really excited about this because Peanut was getting real noisy, almost unbearably noisy. So I'm not sure about the torque specs, but I'm gonna do it just RFT, you know what I'm saying? When I took them off, I needed a breaker bar, so I'm assuming that's from sitting on there. Oops, what am I doing? Sitting on there, so I'm not gonna, I don't think they tightened it that tight. Oh yeah, see? Putting the weight on there tightens it right up. Perfect. Now we'll get this back where it belongs. Get this back in there, battery box. We'll make sure everything's good. Then all we got to do is run into the store and go get some washers. All right, well, here goes nothing. Got the oxygen sensors in, got the new idle air control, the new vacuum line, and the new motor mount. And I shouldn't turn this off, but we're going to start it and see how much quieter it is. But I might have cheated, I already know. But it's kind of almost like a different vehicle. Okay, I like to just give it the first little run. Let's get let the computer think its thing, you know. Damn, that's smooth. Now I know, like, this isn't like a big surprise or whatever, but like, this car was so loud you couldn't even have a conversation in it. And now, like, I can talk, I can listen to music, it doesn't jump up to 3,000 RPM when you first start it. Because like I've said, this when I first bought it, the air filter was broken, so anything in there is just all gummed up, and it was black. So yeah, really happy with the way Peanut turned out. I think it's ready for adventure. Speaking of that, let's see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a sneak peek. Yeah, so that's strange. I've been hunting since I bought that car. It's been noisy, you know, and it kind of sounds like when you're young and you chop your muffler off just to be noisy. You know, that's what it sounded like, and not just from inside the cab, you know, from outside too. And I've been replacing pieces of the exhaust. I've been, you know, air filters, vacuum leaks, and I mean, you can hear it going down the road. You can hear it like I said, like a cut off muffler, and so yeah, it's just strange that an engine mount, fairly big one too. Yeah, just the vibrations through the frame, you know, the body and whatever else was just causing this whirl. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of wore out where the rubber, you know, will meet the bottom there. So I mean, it was wore out, but yeah, it's yeah. If you buy a Focus and it's got a loud exhaust noise, maybe don't start with the exhaust. Apparently, and I'll show you the other one too. It's over here. One thing that makes me laugh a lot about Peanut is, you know, how clean it is inside the engine. The guy who I bought it from really did keep up the oil, but so here's your, you know, the O2 sensor, and I mean that looks pretty good, and it's the original one, and so you know I replaced them just because, but I don't think they needed replaced. I'd check, but you know. And then the old idle air controller. The reason I replaced this is because anything that was attached to the air cleaner when didn't have the air cleaner was real bad, and this one is pretty bad. I don't know if you can see. Let me turn this little light on. Yeah, you can see it's kind of. Sometimes the end parts will kind of look like they're coked up, like a two-stroke. But yeah, so I just wanted to replace that too because it's cheap. Put a vacuum line in there, and damn thing sounds better than it should. But that being said, I think Peanut's ready for adventure. What we're getting Peanut ready for is a friend of mine out in Arizona needs help, and you know that I love adventure. Hopefully, you know. If that doesn't come across, I'm sorry. I know we've been spending a lot of time in the garage, but it's adventure time, and we have an adventure. And so we're going to go help him out, hang out with a couple old friends you've seen before, and then pick up something kind of cool, something with history, something with a name behind it. And I think it's pretty funny. So I hope you guys hope you get excited about this because I'm genuinely excited about it. And then we have some more adventures coming up. Some that involve baby, some that involve the Allstate. Out here, the wintertime isn't really wintertime. So it gives me a good chance because kind of everybody leaves, right? You have all the, what do you call it? Like the tourists, the vacationers, they all, go back. And the snowbirds leave. So it's kind of empty out here. And so, I mean, not really, but it's a lot less people. And nobody does anything because they think it's cold. So it doesn't frost. So I don't. So this is my time to do stuff, especially with air cooled two strokes. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait, and I hope you get excited because it's coming here soon. We just got to get tires on Peanut, and we're ready to go. We got the trailer ready, because it's fairly large. All right. Peace out, I guess, and we will see you very soon on the road. And I can't wait to show you the surprise. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's do it.